Hey everybody, it is Margaret and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. In this video, we're going to be talking about what has really sold lately on my eBay, and I have a few sales on Etsy that I wanted to share with you because if you are new, it's a good idea to, one, see what kinds of things are actually selling, see what people are selling things for, and find out like what kind of profits you can make when you are flipping things from garage sales, estate sales, Goodwill, etc. onto eBay and Etsy. So I will talk about the item and I will talk about what I paid for it and what kind of profit I got. So let's get started. I am live, so if you're here live, say hey in the chat. And if you're watching later, leave a comment and let me know that you came by to say hey. So first up, we've got this ring. Now, I did take a best offer. Well, you know what? I did not take a best offer on this ring. What I did was there's a feature on eBay now where you can send an offer to people that are watching items, which I really like. And I haven't really done a video on that, but I use that feature all the time. I love it because I have best offer on pretty much all my items. I have a wiggle room in my price. So I sent a best offer. I sent the offer to people watching this item for $35 and it sold. So this piece sold for 35 bucks. And let's see what I bought it for. So in my listings down here, you can see inventory note. And so this tells me that this 500L tells me that this is from that lot of jewelry that I bought for $500. So basically, I would say everything was about $1, but it was probably less because there was way more than 500 pieces in the lot. I don't think I ever finished sharing all the pieces, actually. I don't think I ever went through and shared there's a whole other tub. Oh my gosh, there's still a ton of stuff I haven't shared. Can you guys hear me okay in the chat? But I see no names there. Jenny, Debbie, Cindy, and Karen. Thank you for coming, you guys. Okay, so that's the first item. So I paid about $1 for that, and then the buyer paid $35 for it. So I would say that my profit there is right around $30, which is amazing, I think. Oh, great. Thank you so much. I'm glad y'all can hear me in the chat. Okay, so that's the first item. A nice sterling silver ring. And the next item is this suede fabric purse that I got at an estate sale, I believe. Suede fabric, Morris Moskowitz, Neiman Marcus Malama purse. I made a video of this purse, you guys. And the reason was that there was this chain coin purse in there. And I don't know, I didn't feel like the images were capturing it. So you may have seen it on my channel, like in your eBay listings, you can create videos of your items and it pops open in another page, so whatever. Anyway, so let's see what I paid for this. I paid $1 for this item. That's in my inventory note. Oh, you can't see what I'm talking about? Oh dear. Can you not? Hang on. Okay, refresh your page. I'm not sure what you can't see. Okay, so this item, this Morris Moskowitz purse, I think this is one that I sent an offer on to. Oh, did they send me a best offer? But it ended up selling for 20 bucks. You mean like, let me see if I can do that. Like this? You're having trouble seeing it? This is the item. So anyway, so this is the purse. It sold for $20. Okay, good. And I bought it for $1. So I would say that my profit on this is probably at least $15 if it sold for 20, bought it for $1. And I do charge shipping. I don't do free shipping. Okay, so that is that item. So that's another tip, when you're watching these videos that resellers make, there's lots of different tips that you can get. So one of them is putting an image, or rather a video, into your listing. Okay, so there's that. All right, next up, let's see what we've got. This is one that I went back and forth. I took a really low offer on it. So it ended up selling for like $5, which is ridiculously low. I think I maybe made a $2 profit on it. I've had this listed so long, it didn't even have an inventory note. It was before I started adding my inventory notes. So that means I've had this up for more than a year. So I'm like, yeah, I only maybe made a couple bucks on it. So there's that. This is a tie tack that sold. They were yelling at me that the cat got out, but hopefully they got her. I can't come help right now. All right, so these are some hats that I just got. You guys remember in a recent haul video, I got these hats. Let me try this, see if you can see it better this way. They are promotional items from the Houston Astros, and I got 2 of this one, and then there were 3 of like a tan one that I got. So I guess they're, if you go to see a ball game, they'll sometimes have promotional items for the first 100 people or whatever it is that comes in. Okay. I see that you guys are saying it's blurry. It seems small. This is just the best I got for you right now. So all I can say is refresh maybe. Oh, I see how that looks over there. It's not on my end. Maybe the streaming is bad. Okay. Yeah, on my end, it looks kind of blurry too. So I'm not sure if it's just the streaming is bad or what's going on. I apologize for that. Hopefully it clears up. I'm hoping. So anyway, let's see if I make it bigger, if it still looks really blurry. Let's look. I'm looking on my side over here. Zooming in. Is it making it blurrier or better? Well, there's not a whole lot I can do about it right now. Oh yeah, some people can see it clearly. Okay, maybe it's just the streaming is being weird. I'm not sure. Okay. So I ended up selling 2 of them. Both of the plaid ones sold to the same person. And so for the 2 of them sold for $85.98. And that's before shipping. So with the shipping, the buyer paid $103. And y'all, I bought these hats for 50 cents a piece. Oh, you guys are seeing it clear? Click settings and up your quality. Are you telling me to do that, Jenny? Because I don't know how to do that. So down here you can see my inventory note is 50p. 50p mean in my code is 50 cents. So these hats cost me 50 cents each. So I spent $1 to sell both of them for 85 bucks. So there's that. Let me look over here, see it looks, yeah, I can see what you mean. Let me refresh my other page too and see if it looks clearer once I refresh. Oh yeah, it's clear when I refresh it. Try refreshing it. Okay, I refreshed it. It looks good. Okay, so next up, that was a really great profit. And you know what? This one happened. This was the best. It happened right at bedtime. So like I was getting ready I was like laying in bed and I got the cha-ching and I was like, oh gosh, okay, let me go see. I mean, I don't think I should ever be like, oh gosh, I made a sale. But anyway, but when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a good sale. Scan over the bottom of the live shop picture and then the cog wheel. Oh, brother. That might be something for another time. Settings. Oh, up the quality number. You know what? This might be something we'll have to talk about that later, Jenny. I don't know how to do it. And if I try to do it now, I'll probably mess something up worse than it is. I appreciate your help though, for sure. All right, so that was a great sale right before bedtime. So yeah. Uh, hello. Okay, then next is another purse sold. So as you can see, I've been selling more hard goods lately. This is a nice little Kiss Lock vintage purse. And it ended up selling, I think it took a best offer on this one for 20 bucks. Yeah. And the funny thing is that I had gotten a question from somebody to answer about this purse. And before I could get back to them with the answer to the question, somebody else bought it. So this purse ended up selling for $20. And, I probably could have held out for more, but right now, when you need the money, you need the money and you're willing to take the offers, right? Oh, great. So I spent $2 on this purse. I think I got it at an estate sale. It was recently though, because I just listed it on, this is my date. This is when I listed it, 7/14. So I just listed it. $2 is what I bought it for. And so with the sale price of 20 bucks, I would say maybe my profits $13. I'm guessing. There's a calculator. I could totally figure it out to the penny if I needed to. But about between 13 and 15 bucks maybe on that. Jeff Seed or said in the chat is asking, how long does it take you to sell a product? How long do you list it for? Well, I can answer the second question first. I list an item for as long as it takes generally. I did clear out a bunch of stuff before I moved. So once I list it, it's usually up there and I just leave it. And unless it's something big, I don't have a problem doing that, like a large size item. And then, yeah, some things sell very quickly and some things sell more slowly. I like it when they sell fast. I mean, who doesn't? But I don't necessarily. I know sellers that really go for items that have a quick turnover, but I don't really sell that way. I just kind of pick up things that I think will make a good profit, and just wait for them to sell. But I have just started trying some of the promoted listings or whatever on eBay. We'll see how that goes. I tried it with some of my higher ticket items to see if that will help. Okay, next, I just listed this fella too. This is a kid robot, Marvin the Martian. And I got him, I used to get loot crates, and he came in like a loot crate a while back. So, and he glows. So I made sure I had a picture of him glowing. And he actually sold pretty quickly too. He went to Portugal or something. He went somewhere, he went overseas. He was an international sale. And I have to say also, I've been getting at least 2 or 3 international sales a week. So if you aren't turned on for international, do that. I took off global shipping because I think that was deterring a lot of people. I kept getting people really ticked off because global shipping was really expensive on their end. So I didn't put a inventory note on him either because he came in a loot crate. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, what did he sell for? I never did actually tell you. I took an offer of $9. I went back and forth with the person was sending me offers on him. So probably could have gotten more if I'd waited, but not that much, Isn't he cute? So he was missing his little gun. And that's weird because once I opened him and I put him right back in the box, so I have zero idea where the gun could have gone because I didn't play with them or anything. I don't know. It's a mystery. Chicken purse sold. My chicken purse sold. Do you remember when I got this one? So at first I thought I was going to keep this purse because it was fun and I thought I would take it for garage sailing. Like this would be my garage sale purse. But what I hated about it was that the zipper on the top was really small. Like I need to be able to get in there. You know what I mean? So I ended up selling it. And then, as you can see, I listed it for quite a low price. The reason is when I started researching it, there are a lot of them up there and for not much more than that. And mine has had a lot of like scuff marks, you see, like so. Let's see. Do I do calculated shipping on international? Oh, what do I do? What I do is like I put in the weight. Whenever I'm setting up regular shipping, and I'll say like this thing is going to weigh, I don't know, 3 ounces if it's a piece of jewelry or 4 ounces, then yeah, I'll do first class. And then I guess it just calculates it based on what the weight is that I put in there. Yeah. So I guess I should probably know better, or like more specifically how that works, but it seems to work. Maybe I should go through a listing and talk about it step by step, what I do. Maybe that would be helpful. I know. I loved it. I love this purse. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. And again, I listed it. This is my list. Usually I put this as my listing date, the day I listed the item. So not necessarily, I should have another note in there when I bought it, but because sometimes it takes me a while to get things listed. But I sold this for $10.50. So I did take a best offer of $10.50. But like I said, I was ready to move it. And even with the $1, I mean, that's still like a $7 profit for me probably. And there were quite a few of them up and they weren't selling for that much. So, oh well, it was fun while it lasted. Okay, this ring is another one that I got in that $500 lot, as you can see here, 500L. So I would say about $1, probably less, is what I paid for it. And let's see. This was another one that I was able to send an offer. So every evening I go through and see if there are any other items that I can send offers on where it gives you the chance to send people watching it offers on your items. I do that every day, probably right before bed every evening. So I sent out an offer of $15 on this, and it sold. So this one sold for 15, bought it for about $1, probably less because it was in that lot. And so it was probably, I don't know, $12 or $13 profit, somewhere in that range. How many friends we got watching over there? Hey, go over there and hit the thumbs up, friends. Okay, and then, okay, so this was in my big giant lot of Star Wars stuff that I am still not done listing because I'm terrified of the rest of it. So I listed a bunch of the characters, but the rest of the stuff is like big. And honest to goodness, the only reason I haven't listed it yet is because I'm scared of the shipping. I need to get a box. I've been shipping jewelry and little stuff for so long, for over a year now, and I haven't dealt with big things or brittle things or breakables very much. So I need to just bite the bullet, go find a box. I won't list it till I have the box for it because um, I need to figure out how much it's going to cost me to ship it because I don't want to eat it on the shipping on this. I mean, like I have a ginormous vintage Millennium Falcon that I know I can get at least $200 for. So it's just like I need to just go get a stinking box for this thing, you know? Anyway, off topic, but I got all this Star Wars stuff for next to nothing at a garage sale way before I moved. And it was ridiculous how much I just barely, it was basically free. Anyway, I sold this guy Squid Face for $19. I took an offer on him, or maybe I sent an offer out. But yeah, so that was pretty much just profit on him. It was one of those gold mine garage sales that I stumbled onto. And the weird thing about it was I have videos about all the Star Wars stuff I got. Like I was sure it was a pile because there was all this old G.I. Joe stuff and all this Star Wars stuff, and people were walking past it. And I was just like, oh, they must have got crazy prices on it, or it's on hold for somebody. So I just asked, like, how much you want for that at? And he was like, oh my gosh, really? Do you want this stuff? I was like, yes, I do. And so basically he was like, I don't know, $20 for everything. I was like, seriously? Okay. So yeah, let's see. Penny says, order from USPS, they will deliver them. No, I did look, Penny, because then I thought, oh, I can just like Frankenbox something. But this Millennium Falcon is, oh gosh, like 2 feet across or something. How big is that thing? It's at least 2 feet across, if not more. So no. I need a big box. Okay. I mean, I have the Ewok Village. I have the AT-AT. I have a TIE Fighter. I've got the whatever the two-legged thing is called. I can't remember what it's called. Oh gosh, I got other stuff too. It's crazy. I need to sell it. But it's sitting in a tub in my living room, so it's shaming me every day. It's looking me in the face going, for shame, Margaret. You're afraid of me. Okay, so this sold as well recently, and I actually made an error in the listing, and I put the length of it as way shorter than it was. I put it as 8 inches. It was really 16 inches. And so I was having a back and forth with the buyer saying, you know, I'm so sorry, it's longer than this. And because I didn't want to get an item not as described. And they were like, no, it's cool. I still want it. So, whew. But it sold for $8. You know, it wasn't even, it was turquoise colored. It was howlite. It wasn't even really turquoise. So $8 was good. What did I get it for? Oh, I've had it so long I don't have an inventory note. All right, this is another one that recently sold that it sold pretty quickly after I listed it. It sold for $12.99. And this is another one where I was like, man, these pictures are not doing it justice. So I made a video sharing like how the little beads move and how cute it was. It was also in that $500 lot, so I paid about $1 for it. And yeah, so probably about a, $9 or $10 profit. Are the Star Wars toys from the 70s? And that was hard to find item way back then. My son still had, yeah, Jenny, maybe the 80s, like the early 80s. I'll have to double check. Yeah, but it's a big AT-AT. Like I remember my brother having this, and there's like the Darth Vader like head that opens to put the characters in, you know? Yeah, it was like 83 maybe, 84, I'm guessing, somewhere in that range. Yeah, sorry. But that'll be my goal for this week. I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna find boxes and I'm gonna get them listed. I'll go get boxes tomorrow. I'm committing to you now. I'm getting boxes tomorrow. I'll take a picture of myself finding boxes. Okay, so these are some earrings I've had up for a while, and they sold for $30. And yeah, I've had them up so long, no inventory note. So I have zero idea what I paid for them, but I said they sold for $30. So, thank you, Gretchen. Yeah, I used to keep a spreadsheet, and it was so time consuming searching through my spreadsheet for the item, because I don't have an item number. But so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start putting a note in there for myself. So this is another item that sold, another piece of jewelry. This one also was in that $500 lot. And it sold for $21.99, sold for the asking price. So probably about an $18 profit, I'm guessing, for this bracelet. So pretty cool. And I have a video explaining, you know, how I list jewelry that doesn't have a brand name. I know some people struggle with that. It's like, how do I list this? I can't, it's not like any, you know, brand name. So you can still sell jewelry that doesn't have a brand name for a good profit. Okay. Then here's another ring that I sold recently. And the only time I really use caps in my title is when I have a video. See, video. Because once again, like the pictures just were not doing that little crystal ball justice. You know what I mean? It just didn't look cool or pretty or fancy. But in person, it was super cool. So I made a video moving it around so you could see how the color changes. And again, this one was in my $500 lot. And it sold pretty quickly too. So this one sold, I think for the asking price, yeah, $19.99. And this one I think went to Canada, I think. This was an international sale as well. So that was, you know, a good probably between $15 and $17 profit on that item right there. And it sold pretty quickly. I think, you know, that when I'm making the videos about the stuff, about some of my items, they tend to sell pretty quickly. The only one that hasn't sold that I have a video for currently is the Mickey Mouse, like little marionette. But I want like $200 for him, so that's understandable. All right, there's Princess Leia. She sold recently too. She sold for her asking price, and that was in my lot of stuff. So yeah, I would say, I don't know, probably a $20 profit on her. And next up, I might have shown this on the last. I couldn't remember where my last sales video ended, so I just thought, well, I'll throw in a couple pieces. This is a tie-tack sterling silver Benjamin Franklin. He sold for $14, and I've had him up for a really long time too. So, especially when I don't have an inventory note, I know like, okay, it's time to take that $2 and run. I've had this up forever. And then this guy sold the Stormtrooper, oh brother. He sold for $9. All right, let's take a couple peeks at a couple of Etsy sales. I've definitely sold more on eBay lately. I always get that question, do I sell more on eBay or Etsy? But this time I sold more on eBay. So this bracelet sold for, hang on, I'm looking for it here, for $10, $9.99. And yeah, totally, Megan. Yeah. Megan was saying $30 for alpaca silver earrings is pretty good. Yes. This one, no inventory note. I think this is a bracelet I made personally like a million years ago. I made this bracelet when I thought I could try to make bracelets and stuff. So anyway, so there's that. This Garden of Children ring sold for, let's see. This one actually sold for $49.99, so that's cool. That was a really good sale. And what did I pay for it? Do I have it? Yeah, inventory note. Oh gosh, now what does that mean? Where did I pay? Oh, okay, I know what this means. So I'd gotten some things. I guess this was like in a little bag of jewelry. So my crazy inventory note, here's what it means. 13p means 13 cents because I spent 40 cents for 5 items. So there were like 5 items in a bag, but still that doesn't equal 13p. So I don't understand my note now either. So in some way, it was like a less than a quarter is what I spent on it. Yeah, I need to do better about my crazy inventory notes. Okay. Oh, Karen's asking in the chat, am I going to do the free shipping on Etsy? No, I'm not. I don't like free shipping. I do not, especially on eBay. And the reason is that people, because I do best offer. So people send me these offers. It's like, no, I have to make sure I can pay for the shipping, right? Yeah, Jenny, that's where I got the P from, the pence instead of cents, because I thought it was like, ooh, it'd be too sneaky. They won't figure out my secret code. So I did 99p or whatever. Yeah. Okay, this I've had up forever too, so I'm so glad it sold. And it's sold for $11.99. Thank goodness. I've had it. I know shipping is not free, but for some reason when people get that, especially if you're doing best offer, they yeah. So instead of banging my head against the wall, I just avoid it. I don't do it. All right, so I got this in a lot from Shop Goodwill of cameos, and so this sold for $19.99, and let's see what I paid for it, $2. So within that lot, and once I averaged everything out, it was $2. So that's about $15 profit, pretty good. Thank you. Debbie says you do well this week. I don't do free shipping either. Tried and lost money. Turned away from that. Oh yeah. I can't do it. It's too much. And then I sold one of my mystery boxes. I don't do the large ones anymore, just because it was time consuming to find good stuff. Because I used to have them all kind of already parceled out, but then I would start getting people saying, "Oh, can you make my box like all blue stuff?" Or hey, hint, I really like something, they'll like give me notes on what I should put in them. And it was just like, I want to oblige, but it got stressful because I'm like, now I got to dig. But my large boxes I sold, what was it, $29.99, I think? What was it, $27.99? Okay, and then this was from some stuff that Sharon Pfeiffer sent me a long time ago. And I'm just like, now, when I listed it, I was like, after I listed it, I was like, why did I list this? This is like, it's missing a stone, and it's just kind of, I don't even know. But I listed it, and it eventually sold. It took forever. God, what did it sell for? Like $7.99. So anything will sell. Just give it time, right? Exactly, to crazy cards. Like I had like gold bars in my box, please. Honestly, sometimes it felt like that. Like I only like gold tone stuff that maybe has black stones with it. I'm like, dude, it's not a mystery box anymore. But I mean, not to make fun, because I appreciate every sale, definitely. But I was just like, it kind of stressed me out. So yes. But I want to make the buyer happy. Okay, so Megan says, my husband isn't a reseller, but he says free shipping is a money loser. Don't do it, especially selling for small profit margins like most small businesses do. Yeah, totally. I just can't do it. So I didn't figure out my total like profits and everything off of all this stuff. I guess I could go back and do that, but I'm pretty happy. My favorite sale was definitely the Astros hats. I think because they're in the playoffs now, right? Or they're doing really well anyway, from what I've heard. I'm not in Houston anymore, so I don't have my pulse on the Astros lately. But that was my favorite sale. Hey, leave me a comment. Let me know what your best sale was lately, and I will talk to you on the next one, everybody. I'm so glad you came to hang out, and I've lost my thing to hang up on you guys. But have a great weekend. Let me know. You're going out sourcing tomorrow, all the fun stuff. I'm hoping I can go out. I went to an estate sale today, and I got a couple things I need to show you guys. Anyway, have a great night, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.